I mean, from a place of learning as an individual, how do you guys go about making and maintaining these relationships? I mean, like I've said, I'm in a place of learning. So, what exactly are you doing to make and maintain the relationships?
Well, as I said, before was difficult, but now it's been so easy. First of all, making no, I'm tired. I'm not making no new friends. Like that's I'm sorry. I haven't had a new friend in a long time, and I don't think I want any. I'm not afraid to call people acquaintances, and I don't need to make effort for those. If they bloom, let them. But I don't know any that has progressed really into a friendship in a very long time. And I'm comfortable keeping them like that. I really box my relationships. You're either family or an acquaintance or a colleague or a friend, and that's it. And I'll put effort in maybe my family and my friends, and anything else is busy, I have to, I don't have a choice. So I just decided honestly, like, to be honest with myself and to be honest with other people, so that you've reached a point and you're like, I'm so tired, and then your friendship becomes like a chore. So I still wanted to see my friendships in a good way, in a good light. So I became honest with them, and I'll tell them, you guys, I won't lie to you. My kid is my priority. Let's not lie. Like, I'm not going to get out of my way to do. So if I tell you I cannot, I can't. And that's just it. And now they understand.
Yeah.
So we've reached a point, as I said, now they are the ones suffering. So now they understand mostly. And yet for now, it's when I'm there, I can. And now, if anything, I'm the one who is much more intentional, because they're mostly now at that stage of their children are a little young. They're under 7, under there. And I'm now getting out of my way. I go to their homes. I'm the one who carries people. I fetch them. Let's go. This one says, I don't have a car. I say, it's okay. Let's go. Because as Rosette said, I value friendship. Like, for me, girl friendships are everything. It's where they are my outlet. They are my inlet. I really value them so much. So I do everything I can to maintain. When I can't, I become like a husband. I just buy gifts to make up for my absence. I'm saying, yeah, that's it.
Okay, when it comes to maintaining friendships, I would have to, for me, it was a matter of understanding who I was quite young. I can't do big groups. I can't do big groups. And I remember telling one of my friends this many years ago. This was even, I think, maybe before I had my first child or right after. She was part of a big group of girls, lady friends. Like, I don't know, it was like 12 of them. And ever since I was young, the big groups of friends I was part of were actually men. And I accepted that, because sometimes I'd see little petty squabbles and I just didn't understand it. I'm like, what's the problem? And then I'd see some of the competitiveness between each other, whether it's what you're wearing, and I was like, what's going on? So in terms of my friendships, again, I say I've always had like one-on-ones and smaller groups. So I had a really good friend who used to invite me to parties, but I remember being so frustrated because every one of these parties for these girlfriends, they would show up 2-3 hours late because they'd gone to the salon, done makeup, done hair, full outfits, and then you show up 3 hours later, and I'll be annoyed. I'm like, and then after that, at the end of the night, people are fighting. I'm just being honest. So I remember I was very clear. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I don't understand it. I'll sit back and watch. And sure enough, there'll be drama. This one has done this. This one said this about that one. I don't know. Can you imagine? She said this about me. I'm like, then just go and ask her. Be straight up and go and ask her. Because I think in friendships, those are important friendships where you can call each other out, where you can pick up the phone and say, hi, babe, I heard this, this, and this, and this. And the person should be able to say, oh, really? And apologize. So for me, I understood how I was as a friend way back. It needs to be meaningful. But then also, like you said, there are different kinds of friends. There are the close friends, there are the acquaintances, and then your friends who are like more general. I had friends who used to party a lot. Kids came into the picture. I'm like, once in a while, when I can, I would party. But then you run off because you have to go back home to your kids. And then we go through different phases in life. I have actually been in a phase in the last few years where I don't feel the need to go out. I don't feel the need to party. I like to see my friends in different environments. And then I've had people saying, but Crystal, what's going on? Are you okay? used to be the life of the party. Yes, I love music, I love to dance, but then I'm like, but it's not really adding value to my life anymore. So my friendships also have to add value. So that is something I'm very, very aware of right now. But then again, I've also been very intentional, and I feel I've been lucky to be blessed with friends who, even if you don't see each other for 5 years, because many of them were very career oriented, when we touch base, it's like, it's like we've been talking, it's just a catch up. So I think we need to be very careful about identifying those friendships, people who genuinely want what's best for you, who are not competing with you on any level unless it's healthy competition, and then who will be there for you when you actually need them too. And that means you also have to do the same. And I think that also comes with maturity. Someone said, no new friends. It's kind of the case, right? I make friends easily, but I don't think I get to the point where someone is really in my inner circle. And that's okay, because protecting yourself, your inner circle, also means protecting your children and your own mother. A mother first, whatever happens.
Crystal, you said something that amused me really, like, and I wasn't going to say it, but let me say it. I've always wondered, like, when chicks say, like, my only friends were guys, I'd be looking for the men who will send, in our clique, there was a chick. Never. It's like it's in our heads that our friends were guys. Just saying, but anyway, moving on.
No, my friends owned me. They owned me. I even had a name in the group. All the girlfriends knew me.
So if we're talking about the last 3 years for me, I've been trying to be intentional, like calling and visiting. I mean, in my mind, I'm coming from a place where I never ever visited. So once a year is good enough for me right now. I'm just like, I've tried. Yeah, we have tried for once a year. I'm remembering birthdays, which I used not to remember. Remembering children's birthdays. Even if it's just in my mind, just for me, knowing that I'm remembering is good enough for me for now. I know for my friends, it's not yet enough. I've not yet gotten there. I'm not doing really well, but I've been worse. So I'm just in a place of progress. For me, it's for real putting on a calendar and putting an alarm that Rosette's birthday is on August 30th, so on 29th, so that I can call at midnight, so that she can say, wow, my friend, she's trying. But I also appreciate something about my friendship. So what happened was, like Crystal said, so I'm in a big group of girls. We call each other a fraternity. There's about maybe 12 of us, like what Crystal was saying. And yet there's little cliques within us, which is also quite interesting. Like there's cliques of 4. And then we had something that we used to call Mwea. And we discussed this like when we were in school, like on campus, where like if you were given a ticket to Mwea Safari Lodge or to Bali, who would you go with? So I feel like in our friendship, we all respect the fact that we're a big group of friends, but in the big group, we respect the fact that they're also cliques. But also we're very respectful of each clique. Like no clique talks about another clique, because you'll find that I'm in maybe 2 of the smaller cliques. So you can't talk about X clique because I'm in that clique or somebody. So it's kind of a way that we manage it. And yet we all know that Manuela's Mwea is Rosette. That Rachel's Mwea is, like, we all know, we call each other Mweas. Like that's a person who, if Manuela had a trip to Bali, that's a person she would pick. And don't get offended. Don't be there saying to yourself, oh my God, why didn't Manuela? No. If you're there thinking Manuela is your very good friend in this group of 12, I'm sorry, darling. Her really good friend is Rosette. Her really good friend is Sarah. You know what I mean? So that's how I know that our friendships are. Now we're in a big, huge group and we call each other out. Like, hardcore calling each other out. If you've done something nasty, you've done something stupid, we really do call each other out, but also we celebrate each other. Like we are big on celebration. Oh, I saw a post that you did. Like, guys, let's celebrate, let's do this together. So we're really, really, really big on celebrating each other. I will tell you though that we don't meet a lot because we've had children, right? It's only until maybe June this year that we're like, guys, no, let's stop this. Let's meet as the big group once again. So we're actually now back to meeting once a month. And I know that one of the things that we've been discussing is love. Just this month in particular, we've been saying, what are our different love languages? And we've all been like, shoot, I've been messing up with you. You're a gift person. I've been trying to spend time with you. Just So we are being very intentional as a big, huge group, but also intentional as our smaller groups, and also intentional as our mwea groups. So it's quite interesting what the dynamic is for me and my friends. Yeah.
Wow, it's so amazing how even in a friendship, there's work to be put in, guys. It's life. In your marriage, it's work. Friendship, work. Man, we have to put in the work. But yeah, friendships, the truth is, if you don't put in the work, they will fail. And I like what Manuela has just talked about, our fraternity. Crystal said something very interesting. Drama, like those friendships that involve drama. You know, we attract who we are, you know. So we have not attracted, I've personally not attracted any drama kind of clique, because that's not who I am. I'm not about fighting. I'm not about pettiness. We're about celebrating each other. I like that our friendships, we push each other. Like you see Manuela doing something and you're like, wow, you know, I've grown up with this girl. Yeah, if she's you know, she's the CEO of the Cradle, why not me? I should set up something. And of course, our friendships are about, you know, encouraging one another. We lift each other up. When you see someone down, you know, it's one place where you're comfortable to, you know, speak about stuff and have yourself lifted. We also pray in those forums. So it's not about pettiness. I really hate petty friendships, you know, drama. This one
also what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that you are a lot more mature, because when I talked about that was generally back in the day, like when women are a lot younger. And also for me, my priorities were different because I was a mom and I was working. And while for many other people, they were just starting to have fun, that was their priority, having a good time, looking good, showing out. So I think also maturity is a very big part of friendships and healthy friendships, because I think we need to differentiate between unhealthy healthy friendship. What you're talking about is beautiful and healthy, and it's lovely to hear.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Crystal. Maturity, even like what Manuela was saying, just for you to have a friend that will understand where you're coming from, that will understand that you had a child and you cannot go out with them, takes maturity, man. Even if you've not had a child yourself, you should know that there's something taking up this girl's time and she just can't be there as much, you know, as she used to be before. I'm an extrovert. I love going out. I have children. I have 4 children. But I feel like, you know, when it's time to be with my friends, it's time to just be away from all the kids fighting and all the, like for me, that is what I'm about. So when I get a day away and I'm with my friends, it's just to cool down. Yes, we'll talk about the kids, but it's just a safe place to cool off a bit, the pressure, cool off the home pressure a bit, you know, the work and family and all. Yeah, so our friendships are healthy, and I like that it's been from a growth, you know, we've grown, and it's beautiful.
I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. We would like to just take a quick break and come back in the next episode. We'll still continue to speak to Crystal. We want to talk about the challenges that we've had as mothers. I mean, this topic is so big and so diverse. So if you're in the comment section, one of the things that we'd like you to do right now is tag your friend, tag your mom friend, tag your mother-to-be friend, tag your mother not yet, you know, friend, tag all of them, because let's talk friendship. Now is the time more than ever to talk friendship. So tag them, and for the next episode, I can't wait to continue to dig into this topic, because yeah, it's a vital one to have. So until next time, with love from Bump Love.